Hi, my name's Tom, and this is your new Vacupack Deluxe. It was designed over in Italy. What I like about the Italian products, years ago, like back in the late 80s, we were selling food savers that were actually built in Italy. And nowadays, of course, all the, the food saver brand name has changed quite a bit. This is an Italian-built product, and I find the Italians do a much better job with plastics, and so they're sturdier, they're better built. The plastics shine up better, have a more longevity to them, and the pumps and motors in these machines are definitely better than they're a cut above any of the other machines that are out there. The Vacupack Deluxe is a sort of a mid-grade kind of home-style machine, so I really, if you're interested in packing up a deer, a cow, a bear, a moose, and an elk, you need to take your time with this kind of machine because it's really not designed to do an extensive run of product. You will find it's significantly more robust than most of the retail things that are out there. But just to get to it, the on button is something you push and hold until all the lights light up, and then it comes back and settles in at a number 3 position. And you can adjust how much heat seal time you have by adjusting this button, and that will move the heat seal up to a hotter setting, and then it will drop back down to a lower setting. So the longer you run stuff, or the more cycles that you do, the less heat time that you have. But again, it's a very simple machine. Just to go through the controls, if you will. The pump setting will run the pump independently, and you will not be able to run the heat cycles. In the automatic setting, it will do it automatically. In other words, it will take over and do everything for you. On the manual setting, then that's the point where you tell the seal when to come on by pressing the seal button. So just to run through that real quickly, pump is for doing jars, canisters. Automatic is for letting the machine control itself, and the manual button allows you to control when you run the heat seal. Again, a very simple operation. These machines don't have locking clips on them, so they really aren't necessary. They're very easy to operate by just pushing automatic. Give it just a little bit of a shove in the middle if you're not taking off right away. It'll suck up, and in automatic, it will heat seal when it decides it has enough vacuum cycle in there. And when the light starts to blink, that tells you that the heat seal bar is getting hot. And it will evacuate the bag, seal it. And the other nice thing I like about these machines is once the heat seal is completed, the pump continues to run, but it doesn't really let go of the bag until the heat seal actually has time to cool. So these machines give you a tighter vacuum and a more solid seal. Now in the automatic mode, it sucks and seals all by itself. If you're doing this in the manual kind of cycle, you can adjust how you run the heat cycle and when you turn the heat seal bar on. So now let's try a manual cycle on the machine. Again, we're using the same product. So we're going to simply hit the manual button. Press down slightly on the lid until the vacuum starts for you, and then you can pretty well let go. Run the heat cycle, because the manual operation will run the pump continuously until you tell it to heat seal. And once again, these machines will heat the bag, and then they have a cool cycle after the heat seal is completed before they actually let go of the bag. So these are very automatic, and they provide you with a good solid seal that stays shut